Give it up for Jeff Greenspan, everybody. Let him hear it.
Thank you for that sitting ovation. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here tonight because I love comedy. I love all types of comedy, except country. And the reason I love comedy so much is because it's an opportunity to be honest. So I'm not proud of this, but the honest truth is, when I was growing up, I went to a very racist school. I was homeschooled. And when I was around 14 and I was starting to date, my parents said, now that you're dating, we expect you to bring home someone who's like us. I said, like us? You mean neurotic? What do you mean, like us? They said, no, we just wouldn't expect you to bring home a black girl. And I was pretty bummed, but I did what they said. I never brought home a black girl. But I brought home a lot of black guys. And after that, my parents would have been thrilled if I brought home a black girl. I think my homosexuality made them more progressive when it comes to race, you know? I was dating a black guy recently, and I don't normally get fucked. Because I'm a bro, you know? And, but he said, let's try, and we tried, and he kept losing his erection. And I said, is it me? Is it the condom? What is it? He said, no, Jeff, when it comes to fucking, I prefer another black guy. He said, I like a black ass. Now, I know it's not cool to dress in black face, but could I do... I tried it. Did not help. But growing up was hard for me outside of the school because I grew up in a very violent household, mostly because of my dad. And it turns out he was bipolar. But in the 70s, they didn't have bipolar. So back then, he was just a guy who hit his kid with a belt. You know, that's all he was. You know, no big deal. But later in life, he was on his deathbed. And I flew down to Florida to say goodbye to him. And he apologized for everything. And I forgave him. And I thanked him. And he thanked me. And we had this really, really nice moment of closure. And then he lived. Yeah, he made a complete recovery. Yeah. You ever leave your office with a coworker and you say goodbye to each other and you realize you're both walking the same way? And you've got nothing to say to each other? That's me and my dad for the rest of our lives. Yeah. A while ago, I went down to Washington, D.C., and I got to see the actual, real Constitution. I waited in line for an hour to see the Constitution. And when I got to the front of the line, there was a woman standing next to the Constitution. This is what she was saying. She's saying, we need to move the line along, so please don't stop and read the Constitution. Just take a look at it. You can buy a copy in the gift shop. That means there's someone on the government payroll whose job it is to say, please don't read the Constitution. Please don't read the Constitution. Was it the terms of agreement for iTunes? Like, yeah, I want it. I agree. Click. I don't need to read it. It's okay. America, bring it on. Yeah. Please don't read the Constitution. I wonder if she got promoted to Guantanamo Bay. You know? Please don't read the Geneva Convention. Just move along to your cell. Please don't read the Geneva Convention. Buy a copy in the gift shop. Actually, it was a while ago, and it turns out that woman did get promoted. It was Sarah Huckabee Sanders. That's who it was. Trump is still going for this wall. I don't think Americans are going to go for a wall that goes across the whole country. But I do think they would go for one giant Walmart that goes across the whole country. One giant Walmart between America and Mexico. And the white American shoppers can come and go through the north, and the brown Mexican workers can come and go through the south. And it would be what he's proposing now, but instead of border guards, we'd have friendly elderly greeters. It'd be a nicer way to come into the country. Welcome to Walmart. Please don't read the Constitution. Actually, recently, 2 people who work at Walmart got married at Walmart. 2 people who work at Walmart got married at Walmart. And when I heard that, a part of my soul disintegrated. And I said, no, Jeff, this marks the first time that Walmart has not tried to break up a workers' union. And that's good. That's good. Actually, please try not to shop at Walmart because they break up workers' unions. And as workers, we got to stick together. You guys with me on this? Workers got to stick up for each other. That's why every time I see striking picketers, I always have my Uber driver honk to show my support. You gotta support them. There's been no substantial changes to the gun laws in this country, so I'm not surprised that we've had so many high school shootings. But I'm really surprised that we haven't had any high school reunion shootings. I would think that type of rage takes 20, 30 years to simmer. Think about how you've been done wrong. Make a plan. Who's most likely to succeed now, huh? You see, a high school shooting, that's just rage with no discipline. But a 20, 30-year high school reunion shooting? That's a surgical strike. You're not lobbing bullets indiscriminately into a room. No. You've made a list. You've got names. Where's Linda? Where is Linda? Linda's right in front of you. Oh my God, Linda? Is that you? You look terrible. And I think that's why there haven't been any high school reunion shootings. I think that's why, because here's something you don't know in high school. You only find this out after you graduate. Every day after high school gets harder and harder. So by the time your 20 or 30-year reunion rolls around, you know that if you really don't like someone, if you really want to hurt them, just let them live. I'm Jeff Greenspan. Thank you very much.